trying for effect. Hit me. You good.
And we are back, guys. Thanks for coming back to the stream. Sorry for the technical difficulties, but we are on Visions right now. The Ravens taking a lead early on in P1. We have to redo this map due to a host ending the game for some odd reason or another. Recon is going to be the one looking to get the Ravens off the hill. JD is going to be the one to knock him down, and the Ravens continue to hold time.
Yeah, now you're going to see this rotation going on to P2. We are going on board with Flymaster here. Ravens look to be set up very nicely. Keep in mind the colors are still flipped. So Ravens and the flat tires are set like different colors now. So the gray are going to be the Ravens. But on board with the Ravens, and you can see here, they do have the spawns. You can see here that Recon is trying to work this bottom green, and he does get killed. They are having two top rails on the side of Ravens, and effects take it away.
Yeah, Vision's going to get the trade there, and the Ravens still holding great time here on P2. As the hill is halfway through, and the rest of the side of the Dallas Flat Tires have yet to break it, and now it looks like they're just going to go for P3. Ravens are going to continue to hold all this time, and already they're at almost 60 seconds ahead of the Dallas Flat Tires.
But here, this is what we talked about in the pregame effects. Ravens have to be breaking these hills, and they just gave up P3 rotations, which we all know is a money hill. Although the flat tires do lose one right away. As soon as I say that. You got one in time, one holding the fountain area, like right behind fountain. You got one on the balcony. And let's see what Ravens opt to do here. JD with the cruise, and that's going to be 2 down, 3 down for the Ravens, and they might have the break effects. Do you think they break this hill? And it looks like they get the clean 4. Money hill broken. They made that look easy. Effects, take it away.
Yeah, the hill went right into Ravens' control faster than you could even think. And now we're going to get Riot challenging the front. He's going to get one. Can he get the second? His teammate's going to get the second. Can he get the third? He can, and the Ravens continue to hold the time. P3 is the Ravens. They are not currently on the time because Riot hopped off to chow that gunfight, but they are still well and far above the lead here, Ghost.
Yeah, and looking at this, flat tires coming in flat still, even after the restart of the stream and the game itself. We've had technical difficulties, like we said. Sorry about the stream pausing. It's going to be a YouTube thing. But you can see here, flat tires do have the rotation. They are set up, and Ravens are forced to break again, and they already lost 2. And the only one left in the back is Visions. And he does find a second when Visions going huge right now. Can they get the break here? Visions absolutely letting all the air out of these flat tires, proving their name is true to their play style. Effects, take it away.
Well, the flat tires are slowly starting to build back up into this game and get themselves back in. Number 1 is going to be the one guy to make the hill theirs, and he does. 2 people on P4 for the side of the flat tires, but the one up above, Visions, is going to be trying to put an end to that. As he gets one, he cannot go for the other, but man, is he moving. All of the Ravens are moving and grooving today, and they are now going to start rotations onto P5.
Yeah, and going on to this rotation, you can see that the Ravens are spawning this back bench area right outside there, outside P1. And Visions has the bottom maps control. That's going to be huge if he can keep it, and he's just slaying them out. Visions going absolutely insane now with the cutoffs. He's 21-4. Am I seeing that right, Effects?
Let's stab back over. Yes, you are right. 21-4. That man is going huge for the Ravens today. He's proven to be a real thorn in the side of Dallas Flat Tires, and it's showing right now. But the Dallas Flat Tires have actually made up some ground here. Now it's less than a 10-point game between these two teams. And it looks like the Ravens are still going to hold this time, but time is ticking slowly because this hill, as we know, goes to scrappy.
Yeah, and going into this game so far, rotations have been in favor of flat tires. They have won most of the rotations. They're getting the scrap time. I think they're just playing for a scrappy P1 next. But you can see here, Ravens do have the rotations for P1 and P2 set up, and this is their money hills. They look really good here doing this. You can see Little Balloon trying to break it through bottom green, and he does find one. If he can find anything else, would be interesting to see. Flat tires just need to get this time. They've had the rotations, but they've just been getting broke too much effects, and take it away, buddy.
I mean, the Ravens are putting on a clinic here. The lead not so vast, but I mean, the Ravens are just showing how much they've really learned the past several games, and they're starting to step it up, which is what I'm liking to see. As you see, all the Ravens just focusing the same target, and they're all going down into pieces for the side of Dallas Flat Tires. And now, once again, the hill gets taken again from Riot. He's going to get shot up, but the rest of the Ravens already on the rotation to P2. Some great stuff out of the Ravens.
Yeah, Ravens definitely soaring at them, popping their tires even more if they weren't already flat. They might be need to be called popping tires now. But going on to this rotation, Ravens still have the spawns in the back there. Flat tires do have to try to break this. See how they do it. Going into this, and you can see he's just clearing out bench for some reason. Looks like Visions is out there cutting him off on P1.
And I like this setup from the Ravens. The Ravens have a person in each spot of push, like every push spot they have a person to cover that. Looks like one slipped through reality, but he's going to go right down to Flymaster. No challenging him today. And Riot is also going to get a kill in the back, and now the point is still under Raven control, and the Dallas Flat Tires are just throwing themselves at this hill.
As you can see here, you got number 3 already winning the back rotations for the Ravens. The Ravens are already working this P3. Fights are going in favor of Ravens. Vision's got a 3-piece along with JD, or is that JD with a 3? Can't really tell there. Sorry about that. It's a little blurry on my end sometimes. But going on with it, Vision still looks like he's piecing off there. And you got Riot cutting off with an AR. 19 and 10 out, or 18 and 11 out of him. Balloon, Vision's 31 and 8. These guys are absolutely going crazy. This is what you want to see for the Ravens. They know they needed this game. FX, take her away.
Yeah, but look at this, Ghost. The Dallas Flat Tires, for a second there, like 10 seconds ago, they were sitting and waiting and just wondering what to do. They didn't know where to go because they were getting cut down on the way into P3. Normally, it's the opposite way out. That is the place where the trap is set. But looks like the Ravens are flipping the script on this game entirely today. And Vision's continuing his spree. He's on a 9 streak. Make that 10. He's 36 and 8. He's going huge. Running both the AR and the SMG and going massive for the Ravens. And
yeah, this is what happened.
Now we're going to see him continue his streak. Let's check on the rest of the Ravens here as we see Riot and Flymaster. The last one's up for the Ravens currently. And Dallas Flat Tires are going to have control of this P4, but not for long, I bet. Because the score is 127 to 233, and I don't think that score is going to stay that close.
No, I do not. But if you look here, Flat Tires do have the rotations locked for this P3 here, or the P4, sorry. It's popped, and now they are working towards keeping the Ravens out. But they still have one pain in the rear end to deal with in Visions. Can they find him? And I think they finally cut him down. But you look here, and the Ravens do break into the time for a brief moment. And they do have the time. They just need 12 more seconds, effects. Do you think they can win it on this hill?
Yeah, I do think they're going to win it here. The Ravens have been playing great so far. Vision's going huge for his team, along with Riot, 20 and 15. But the bench, sorry, not the bench warmers, the Dallas Flat Tires are needing to get 60s on the next few hills to even try to get back in this game. They currently have the time now, but the rotation is in, and the Ravens currently look like they're going to hold this hill, but they need so much time to make up this ground, and Ravens only need 8 seconds. So I don't think it's going to go the way of the Dallas Flat Tires, but we're going to see Visions and JD clean up the rest of the team, and that looks like it's going to be curtains for this game.
Yeah, I think Ravens didn't want to go back to their nest. I think they want to send the Flat Tires back to the garage and get some tune-ups going.
Right, you are. Look at that scoreboard, 159 to 250. And like we said, this man here, 43 and 11. Look at that KD, Ghost.
Yeah, I don't know what they were doing. I don't know how you send 4 people at 1 man and you don't get a trade, but Visions apparently was doing
all of it.
All the cutting off. He didn't have hill time, but he did all the cutting off.
Yeah.
That man was not dying.
Yeah, that guy, he was going insane there. I don't know why it's not bringing it up. Hang on, let me get the match board up, match scoreboard. All right, here we go. So like we said, 159 to 250, and there you see the kills for the entire team. Vision's going massive, 37 non-traded kills. Wow, that's a huge number for a private match especially. But Riot also going huge, and JD and Flymaster not too far behind. They finally got a win. They finally got a map under their belt, and now they gotta continue this to the rest of the series.
Yeah, if they came out like this and Vicious is playing like this, and the rest of the Ravens can just sit back on time and like literally just play back, I got a good feeling they're taking this 3-0. Just out this, like 4 people cannot gun a Visions. That's just unheard of.
Yeah, with them firing like this with their gunnies this hot, I don't think they're gonna have too much trouble from the side of Dallas Flat Tires. But let's quickly go over the KD chart to see exactly what we were talking about. If I can find it. So here is the match score for the last few games. Last few weeks have been kind of terrible for the Ravens, and now they're in a whole new bracket, a whole new division, and they're starting with an 0-3 record, like we said, and you can see all their KDs kind of negative at this point. But I mean, I feel from what we just saw, Ghost, we're gonna see that increase a lot.
Vision is going up, that's for sure. The rest of the Ravens are definitely going to be improved as well. The only one that might take a little hurt is JD, but when you're playing time, that's to be expected. You know, you're not always going to be even, especially with nades and trophies and stuns and all that fun stuff and people flying at you. Yeah, it's not a fun time on the hill most of the time.
That is true. But now we get to go into a search and destroy. I don't know what we're going to see out of this. I mean, the search and destroy for the Ravens has been, without a doubt, pretty much the same as Vanguard, with a few exceptions here or there. But I mean, Ghost, I think they're going to take this pretty solid. They might give a few rounds to Flat Tires, but I don't think it's going to be much of a contest. What do you think?
Well, Flat Tires got sent back to the garage and they come out with that tune-up. They might just be an S&D team. Just based off their play style, they look like they had setups. S&D might be their bread and butter.
Yeah, it could be the bread and butter.